I am Sabrina from Queens on New York's Country 94.7. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I know it's a little nice day here in New York City, and we're so appreciative that you guys are here to help celebrate Scotty McCreery's new album, Rise and Fall, coming out Friday. You're going to hear from him. We're going to chat a little bit. But first, he's going to perform a couple of songs off the new album. How does that sound? Good? All right, so without further ado, let's bring out Mr. Scotty McCreery.
How we do? Thank y'all. We're excited. Album release week. It's like our first event in New York City, and y'all are the first people to hear the songs. So hopefully y'all enjoy them. Yeah. Well, this is Jeff, Spence, Joey, and we'll play songs you probably haven't heard before, but we'll start off with a song called "Cant Pass the Bar."
Danny drives a tractor left in the pasture. Boss is getting at her. He won't pick up the phone. Might not be an Ivy League Einstein crowd. When it comes to Friday night, man, we got it figured out. When the long weeks, paychecks of cash, where we gonna spend it, buddy? You ain't gotta ask. The neon lights are kicking on. All of us are headed to a home away from home. We don't look like much. Pretty damn smart for some good old boys that can't pass the bar. Nah. Bobby's got a cousin who says he's good for nothing, always making fun of him cause he doesn't own a suit. Freddie's ex-lady's got a new Mercedes from the judge she's dating in Baton Rouge. He's the book-smart, no dart pool shooting kind, that's why she shows back up every Friday night. When the long weeks, paychecks of cash, where we gonna spend it, buddy? You ain't gotta ask. The neon lights are kicking on. All of us are headed to a home away from home. We don't look like much. We're pretty damn smart for some good old boys that can't pass the bar. When you're raised out here, you are who you are. The two-lane road will only get you so far. We can pass around cigars, guitars, and jars. We can't pass the bar. When the long weeks, paychecks of cash, where we gonna spend it, buddy? You ain't gotta ask. The neon lights are kicking on. All of us are headed to a home away from home. We don't look like much. We're pretty damn smart for some good old boys that can't pass the bar. Good old boys that can't pass the bar. We can't pass the bar.
Thank you very much. That's a lot of words, ain't it? Good gracious. Man. Well, thank you. Yeah, that's not the lead off of the whole album, but it's definitely the quickest and the one that got me on the Peloton working out before this record came out to sing, for sure. Lordy. Well, we got a lot more where that came from. If y'all have any questions or anything, feel free to ask away. It's pretty informal, but this next one's a song called "Little More Gone," which we did some writing retreats for this album, and just a bunch of buddies went out and wrote songs around the fire. And this was a late night, everybody together, kind of 5, 6 of us writing this song, and turned out pretty cool. We go in 3 octaves in this song. 3 octaves, yeah. Think about it. So yeah, it's called "Little More Gone."
She takes off, she comes back. How many times have I seen her do that? Eyes roll, tires spin. I can tell you how this story ends. Every time she says goodbye, there's a little more gravel flying out of that drive. Every time she says goodbye, there's a little more right than the time before. She's mine right now, but there ain't no doubt she won't be mine for long. 'Cause every time my baby comes back, she's a little more gone. She said some words I won't say. She grabbed the dog in a bigger suitcase. I'm on the porch drinking a beer and wondering how long I'll be sitting out here. Every time she says goodbye, there's a little more gravel flying out of that drive. Every time she slams that door, it's a little more louder than the time before. She's mine right now, but there ain't no doubt she won't be mine for long. 'Cause every time my baby comes back, she's a little more gone. Go ahead. Oh, take it down. She'll be back, she'll be back. She'll be gone, she'll be gone. She'll be back, she'll be back. Oh, hell. Maybe she won't. Every time she says goodbye, there's a little more gravel flying out of that drive. Every time she slams that door, it's a little more louder than the time before. She's mine right now, but there ain't no doubt she won't be mine for long. 'Cause every time my baby comes back, she's a little more gone. Yeah, every time my baby comes back, she's a little more gone. Here she comes, boys. There she goes.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's probably the most fun song to sing on the whole record. I tell you what, good gracious. Well, thank you so much. This is an exciting time for us, new music and everything. I've been making records since I was 17 years old after I got off the show after Idol. But man, this one, yeah, thanks for watching. Man, it feels like yesterday. I just auditioned to see Jennifer Lopez, and it turned out to be a whole lot more than that. But it's been a fun ride, 13 years of doing this, so thank y'all for sticking around and hanging with us all these years. But man, new music, this album just feels different. How we wrote it, everything. I'm excited for this one. But we got a new single coming out in about 2 weeks. It's on the record. Cabin of Solo just finished up, hit #1 on the charts, so we're excited about that. But got a new one coming out, same writing retreat, same everything. It's called Fall of Summer, so hope you like it.
Every time that first warm breeze blows in, I think about it. I can almost smell that salt in the wind. I wonder if your number's still the same. Hey girl, I doubt it. I haven't called it since God knows when. Since moonlight on the shoreline, heart with my name next to yours. Some memories stick around like white sand in the floorboard. Here's to my red light dashboard drummer, best sunsets that I ever saw. Every kiss like a cold rum runner, I still remember it all. September calling it off. Here's to the rise and fall of summer. You sent one, I miss you, when you got back home to Dallas. And I said, come see me at NC State. You're the one who taught me how heartbreak happens. Feeling the sting, then watching it fade like a sunburn on your shoulders. Girl, that's all it was to you. But when I think about you and me, it's a little more like a tattoo. Here's to my red light dashboard drummer, Every kiss like a cold rum runner. I still remember it all. September calling it all. Here's to the rise and fall of summer. Light, moonlight on the shoreline, heart with my name next to yours. Some memories stick around like white sand in the floorboard. Here's to my red light dashboard drummer. Best sunsets that I ever saw. Every kiss like a cold rum runner. I still remember it all. September calling it off. Here's to the rise and fall of summer. Yeah, I still remember it all. Here's to the rise and fall of summer.
Thank you very much. It's a fun song to sing. That just has that nostalgic kind of feel to it, that one. So, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Well, this next one, y'all, it's one of my favorites on the whole record. They're all like, children on this because you love all the songs, but this one just feels good to my bones. Like it feels like the country music I grew up listening to, and for me, I mean, I got a fairly deep voice, I would say, and I get to use it in this song, so I enjoy that. I don't get to do that as much as I'd like, so I guess I write the songs if I wanted to. I could, but yeah, this one, it's just good old country music. It's called Slow Dance. 90 miles an hour, I can't even get my foot on the brakes. In this old rat race, 100 people, 100 places, girl, there's always somewhere I gotta be. But you know what I need when this life has got me moving at the speed of sound. Only you can turn me around. Baby, you're my slow dance to Whitley in the kitchen, taking my hand and all of my attention, cheek to cheek across the floor, when I need to shut the door on a world that's always moving so fast. Baby, you're my slow dance, yeah. I could stay forever with my arms around you just like this, lost in your kiss. Baby, you're a needle on the vinyl of some pure country gold. Oh, that never gets old. No, baby, you're my slow dance to George Strait in the kitchen, taking my hand and all of my attention, cheek to cheek across the floor, when I need to shut the door on a world that's always moving so fast. Baby, you're my slow dance. Hold on to me and let me lead you, baby, all night long. You're stuck in my head like a song. 'Cause baby, you're my slow dance to Conway in the kitchen, taking my hand and all of my attention, cheek to cheek across the floor, when I need to shut the door on a world that's always moving so fast. Baby, you're my slow dance,
yes you are. Baby, you're my slow dance, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I just enjoy that one. Enjoy singing it, absolutely. Originally, it was all George Strait, and I said, man, we got to put in some other folks that I love. So we threw in Keith Whitley and Conway Twitty and all them too. So James Strait, yeah, come on, I love it. Man, that was our only 3-week #1 single we've ever had. That was a big one for us. Well, this has been so fun, y'all. Just big old shout out to Audacy for letting us hang out today, and Jess and Sabrina from Queens. Been a pretty special start to album release week. So we'll play you one more song. Y'all mind if we play you last week's #1 song in the USA? Can we do that for you? The song's called Cabin of Solo.
Well, I've sent a dozen texts and I ain't heard Jack. Well, I guess she's busy playing hard to get back. So I bought roses and her favorite wine, thinking we'd be making up in no time. Well, I'm parked out here on her street. Looks like the joke's on me. Sitting here, I can't believe what I just saw. Couple shadows kissing on her bedroom wall. So looking like my plan didn't work out at all. Heartbreak turned into broke up. So now I'm finding out how a heartbreak tastes with a Silver Oak 1998. Drinking cab in a solo in the cab of my truck. Oh yeah, I thought about taking it back to the store, 'cause it's the nicest bottle that I ever paid for. Yeah, but then again, if I had that money back, I'd just find a bar and go run up a tab. I could go for a whiskey, oh, I could go for a cold beer. But hell, I'm already here, sitting here. I can't believe what I just saw. Couple shadows kissing on her bedroom wall. So looking like my plan didn't work out at all. Heartbreak turned into broke up. So now I'm finding out how heartbreak tastes with a Silver Oak 1998. Drinking cab in a solo in the cab of my truck. She just turned out the lights. Guess she meant it when she said goodbye. Man, I swear I can't believe what I just saw. A couple shadows kissing on the bedroom wall. It's looking like my plan didn't work out at all. That break turned into broke up. So now I'm finding out how a heartbreak tastes with a Silver Oak 1998. Drinking cab in a solo in the cab of my truck. Yeah, I'm drinking cab in a solo in the cab of my truck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it, y'all. Jeff Harper, Spencer Pepper, and Joey Sanchez. What a time.
It's Sabrina from Queens here with Audacy Country, celebrating Scotty McCreery's new album, Rise and Fall, coming out this Friday. And I was going to come up here, give like a whole spiel, like congratulations, so many exciting things happening for you. However, I need to offer my condolences to your Carolina Hurricanes last night.
Oh my gosh. I thought I was going to go all day and not have to talk about it.
Well, I'm a big New York Rangers fan, so we might be beefing after this.
Man.
But yeah, I will. My apologies.
Oh, well, I mean, y'all are kind of crushing it right now. So we'll see. We will see.
Are.
God, behind enemy lines up here.
Like, watch, I just jinxed it. No, but seriously, congratulations. There are so many exciting things happening for you. New album. You're one of the most recent members of the Grand Ole Opry. And before this, right? That's very exciting stuff. I was looking up some stuff, and every interview you did, whenever someone asked you, like, what is the pinnacle of your career? Like, what is the number one thing on your bucket list? You always said you wanted to be inducted into the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah.
Have you given any thought to what is that next step for you? What's the next thing on that bucket list?
I really have I'm still trying to take it all in that the Opry happened because it was a lifelong dream. But I don't know. I mean, where do you go from there? The Opry to me is in country music. Like it is the stage to play. It's the family to be in. So to be deemed worthy to join that family is crazy. You always want to play bigger venues, have more fans, write better songs. So that's always my goal. But as far as like a bucket list thing, that's crazy. I'm gonna have to think long and hard about that one.
Well, I mean, you achieved it so quickly on. You're probably like, damn, now what? But that is so exciting.
So young.
And the new album, Rise and Fall. You said, and I quote, "It is my favorite album I've ever recorded. Thus far, no competition."
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yeah, I think just everything. I feel like a lot of life's happened. I mean, again, starting at 17 and going to 30. But just in the last 2 years of my life, I mean, me and my wife welcomed our first little boy into the world. And thank you. Yeah, it's the best thing ever. And just everything that comes with that. And they've been on the road with me. And just songwriting-wise, I feel like I've grown into the man that I am today. And I know what I want to say and how I want to say it. So writing this album kind of came naturally. And two, like the way we wrote it, I told y'all earlier about the writing retreats and stuff. I mean, typically in Nashville, like 11 o'clock, you go into the office and you write a song with your buddies. But this was like, man, let's get away from that. Let's go into the woods and mountains of North Carolina. We just went up there and it was buddies with guitars sitting around the fire writing country music is how we made this album. And it just felt like the old days, and it felt right.
That was actually one of my next questions for you, because like you said, it's so typical. You go into like a writer's room in Nashville, you crank out some songs, but you did almost all 13 of these songs in the mountains in North Carolina. What about that place is so special to you that it elicits this kind of music?
Yeah, it's heaven on earth to me. The Appalachian Mountains. It's so relaxing. You feel like you're getting away. It moves at a slower pace. I'm a very chill guy. People say I'm so laid back. I'm horizontal. Like that's kind of that's my MO. So for me, it just feels like that's where I gel and am one with everything. So. Me and my wife love to go there, so I figured, man, if I'm going to make an album, why don't I start it, right there? So, yeah.
Very exciting. And now, like you said earlier, Cabin a Solo, yet another #1 single under your belt. Is there any other song on this album? I know you have the next single picked out, but is there one of these like special babies to you that you're like, I would really love to see it have its moment on the charts?
Oh, yeah. I got to, they're all like, kids to you, so you love them all for different reasons. Slow Dance to me feels special. It feels great to sing. Two, I mean, I'm like the world's worst social media guy when it comes to like, I feel like I'm an 80-year-old man trapped in a 30-year-old's body, like when it comes to TikTok and stuff. But I was, right, I'm telling you, I'm trying though. And like one day I'm sitting there waiting on some hibachi, takeout, and they were taking forever. So I was, my management's always like, we need you more on TikTok. So I was like, let me tease this song called Slow Dance. And it's like, it was my biggest TikTok ever. Like all of a sudden, millions of people were watching. And I was like, is this what viral feels like? I don't know. But yeah, ever since then, every night at meet and greets and online, it's like people are like, when's Slow Dance coming out? Where's it at? So I like that.
Well, I think those people are going to be very happy for Friday.
Yeah.
And something else on the record that I was really interested in seeing is you kind of weave in that theme of fatherhood, like you kind of talked about earlier. So how has being a dad really changed your perspective, not only on life, but songwriting?
Yeah, I think it changes everything, so it has no choice but to affect your songwriting. I mean, before I'm in a business and my world is like, I've got a team around me and everybody's asking me, how are you doing? And what are your thoughts on this? And what songs do you want to write? And what picture do you want to be your billboard for this? And it's like, all of a sudden it's no longer about what I want or what I'm thinking. It's like everything is about Avery and what do we need to do for him and how can I help my wife support him. And so for me, it's completely changed everything. What's important in life, your perspective on life. And I've been loving it. It's been, I feel like at 30 years old, I've gotten to do some pretty crazy things. The Opry, I've sang at Super Bowl parties for my favorite team and the World Series national anthem. But like the coolest thing I'll ever do is being his daddy. And it's just, I'm loving every minute. So
I'm not crying, you're crying. Do you think that's something you're going to keep up now, though? Like when you're writing, do you think like that theme of fatherhood is going to be something that really comes to the surface nowadays?
Yeah, I think so. And I'm sure, just like you've seen my life evolve from records, from me being a teenager to now 30-year-old man. I think you're going to see me writing these songs, about, as he's growing up and getting into some trouble. It's like, boy, you better watch out. I'm sure those songs will be coming.
Dad will write a song about you. Behave.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You want me to put this in a song?
Yeah. No. Better than putting it on TikTok.
You're right. Exactly.
Something else I noticed about the record is that there's no collaborations on it, which surprised me because I feel like nowadays everyone's trying to like reach out to other people to do songs with them. Yeah. But this is all you, baby. Was that an intentional thing or?
Yeah, I don't think it was intentional. I think it's just kind of how the record was made. And two, like I'm a songwriter that really writes from my heart and like from my life and what I know and love and believe. And that's not to say collaborations won't happen down the line. And I do think I live in North Carolina, so I don't like run into people at the grocery store, like some folks in Nashville. So maybe that plays a role in it too. But yeah, I don't know. We've almost had a few things that have worked out, but just kind of didn't quite. So maybe next album.
Is there someone that you're really looking forward to working with or that you want to work with?
Yeah, I had a collab lined up with Garth at one point.
Oh!
I mean, obviously it's not out there, so it didn't work out. But,
maybe someday.
Yeah, it was before he had like unretired and everything. And well, thank you. Yeah, we'll see. That shit may have sailed because it was like a song about a boyfriend asking for his girlfriend's dad for her hand in marriage, and it was like that's where I was at in life. And yeah. So man, but he's the coolest guy ever, and he's such a hero of mine. And to get to know him over the years and to like call him a friend, it's like so wild, So.
That's awesome. And I love how earlier you mentioned that we all kind of got to watch you grow up on TV. It was 2011.
Yeah.
You were on Idol and you recently just went back. You performed at Cabin a Solo. What is one thing that you would want to tell that 16-year-old Scotty walking into that audition room and like, seeing J-Lo and all those and Steven Tyler, like what would you say to that guy now where you are in life?
Oh, I don't think we have enough time for what I tell that kid, I was I was just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed. I was so excited, and I would just tell myself then patience. I feel like I wanted everything to happen right then, and as soon as the show was done, I wanted everything to just work. And it was crazy off the bat, but, it didn't quite work like I thought it would right away. But I think things not working right away helps me today appreciate when they do work and all the, what's going on 6 number ones. I remember it wasn't that long ago we had 0 number ones and nothing was happening. So, but I appreciate all that stuff more today because it took a little time.
I feel like that's something we can all kind of take into account. Like patience is key and I always say to myself, like what's meant to be will be. So I think that's a good piece of advice that we can all take with us. And one thing that I want to leave you with, I can't forget that we are at the Hard Rock Hotel in New York City. Oh, yeah. Such an iconic place, such an iconic brand. If there was one piece of Scotty McCreery memorabilia that you would put in any Hard Rock showcase, what would it be?
Oh, yeah? The Hard Rock thing. I think I would probably, for me, I'd probably put the guitar that I wrote 5 More Minutes up with. Because that song to me is like favorite song of all time. And the song that kind of got us going in the right direction years ago. So that would be, although I kind of want to keep that for myself too. So.
I'm sure AI can clone it in some regard, hopefully soon.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, Scotty, thank you so much for hanging out with us. We are so excited. Rise and Fall is out this Friday, May 10th.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us. Appreciate it.